Here we have a rhombus ABCD. Its perimeter is 12 units. Now what do we know about the sides of a rhombus? All the four sides are equal. If all the sides are of measure say A units, then we have 4A, which is the perimeter is 12 units, which means each side is going to be 3 units. So each of this side is going to be 3 units. What else do we have? One of the angles is 120 degrees. Then what do we know about the angles of a rhombus? Opposite angles are equal and the sum of adjacent angles is 180, which means if this is 120, then its adjacent angle must be 60 because its sum has to be 180 degrees. If this is 60, what do we know? The opposite angles are equal. So if this is 60, this angle is also 60. Now in case you are wondering how do we know that this is the angle which is 120 and this is 60, there is a very simple way you can find that out. If you have any figure, if you want to find what this angle is, then from one side try drawing an L. You know the English alphabet L? Try drawing that. If the adjacent side, if the next side lies inside of this L, then what you have here is an acute angle because this is 90 degrees, right? So if the second side lies inside of this L, what you have here is an acute angle. But instead if it falls outside, then what you have is an obtuse angle. So if you see here, start drawing from here, draw an L. And what do you see? The adjacent side is lying inside of that L, which means this angle is going to be an acute angle. Similarly, if you want to see this one, from here, try drawing an L. Your L will look like this and you will see that the adjacent side is lying outside. So this angle here is your obtuse angle. That will be your 120. Now we have gone through the properties of sides, the properties of angles, then what is left? Just the properties of diagonals. That is what is going to help us find the answer. What are the properties of the diagonals of a rhombus? They are perpendicular to each other, they bisect each other, and the diagonals serve as angle bisectors. Now which of this rule is going to help us? Anything will work, but then if you consider the fact that each of the diagonal is an angle bisector, which means the diagonal will connect two vertices, right? Those two vertices, it will split into equal parts. So which diagonal shall we consider, this one or this one? I will go for DB. So if you join DB, what happens is that this diagonal splits each of the connecting vertices into two equal parts. 120, half of 120, a 60 here, a 60 here. Again a 60 here, a 60 here. So you see what has happened? We have split the rhombus into two congruent equilateral triangles, all having 60 degrees. So if these two are 3, then this side is also going to be 3. Then the area of the rhombus is going to be 2 times of just this one. I'll just randomly take this one triangle. It is going to be 2 times of this triangle, which is what? Root 3 by 4 into 3 square. Each of its side is 3, so it is 3 square. So our answer is this. This is the area of the rhombus. That is all for today. Till I meet you again, you take care. Assalamu alaikum.